Hi, I am Mukul and welcome to Chess Sincere Videos. In this video, I am going to show you 5 amazing mating traps in the Blackmore-Demer Gambit. With these 5 mating tricks, you can easily win against your opponent. But I wish to give you one disclaimer. These traps or tricks will only work when your opponent plays the moves which are shown in this video. Let's start with the first trap. White starts with d4, d5, e4, e takes on d4, the Blackmore-Demer Gambit. Knight to c3, attacking the pawn on e4, c5, attacking white's center. How should white continue? White should play bishop to c4, sacrificing the pawn on d4. Queen takes on d4, attacking the bishop. It is white to move and to capitalize on this position. What should white play in this position? Knight to d5. This is the move, sacrificing the bishop. In this position, queen takes queen is possible, but since white is sacrificing a piece, it is very much likely that black will accept the piece sacrifice. It is white to play and to give checkmate. Can you see the move? Knight to c7, checkmate. Very easy way to beat your opponent. Moving on to the second trap in the Blackmore-Demer Gambit. d4, d5, e4, d takes on e4, knight to c3, attacking the pawn on e4, f5, defending, f3, knight to c6, bishop to b5, pinning the knight, e takes on f3, knight takes on f3. For a sacrificed pawn, white has better development of its pieces. Knight to h6. Generally, the knight on rim is considered as dim, but here we have to capture the knight with our bishop. Black will capture the bishop. Knight to e5. Pressure is on the knight. a6, attacking the bishop. It is white to play and to give checkmate. Can you see? Queen to h5, checkmate. Let's go back to this move. The true objective of knight to e5 is to take away d7 and f7 squares from the black king, and this is how white can give checkmate. This is the third trap in the Blackmore-Demer Gambit. d4, d5, e4, d takes on e4, knight to c3, knight to f6, defending the pawn, f3, offering another pawn, e takes on f3, knight takes on f3, bishop to g4, pinning the knight, bishop to f4, bishop takes knight. How should white capture the bishop? With the pawn or with the queen? If queen takes bishop, then the pawn on d4 can be captured. But this is what you have to play. You have to capture the bishop with your queen, and when black captures the pawn on d4 with his queen, now it is your chance to make a difference or to capitalize on this position. Queen is defending the bishop, but since we are looking at the mating traps, queen takes pawn on b7 has to be played, sacrificing the bishop, tempting black to capture the bishop, and black will surely take the bishop. It is white to play and to give checkmate. queen to c8. That was the reason we sacrificed the bishop on f4 at move 8. This is the fourth trap in the Blackmer-Demer gambit. d4, d5, e4, d takes on e4, knight to c3 attacking the pawn on e4, knight to f6 defending f3, e takes on f3, knight takes on f3, c6, bishop to c4, knight from b to d7, knight to g5. Look how bishop and knight are connecting on f7. So it is very likely that black will play knight to d5, cutting the communication between the light square bishop and the pawn on f7. But this is a blunder. On surface this looks like a very logical move, but it is not. It is white to play and to capture this knight on d5. C takes on d5. White to move and to play a killer move. Can you see the killer move? Knight takes on f7. This is the killer move, forking the queen and the rook. King takes knight, what else? Queen to h5, check. g6. Let's go back. What happens if king to g8? If king goes to g8, then bishop takes on d5, check. e6, bishop takes on e6, checkmate. So in this position, g6 prolongs black's resistance. Queen takes on d5, check. e6. Let's go back. What happens if king to g7, then queen to f7, checkmate. So e6, queen takes on e6, check, king to g7, and queen takes on f7, checkmate. And all this starts at move 9 when you sacrifice the knight. Moving on to the final trap, the fifth trap in the Blackmer-Demer gambit. d4, d5, e4, d takes on e4, knight to c3, knight to f6, f3, e takes on f3, and it is white to play. How should white capture the pawn on f3? In the earlier games, knight takes on f3 was played, but now queen takes on f3 is the move, sacrificing the pawn on d4. Bishop to e3 attacking the queen, queen to b4 attacking the pawn on b2. White should castle queen side, defending the pawn on b2. e5, knight to b5, creeping closer to the black king. The threat is knight takes pawn on c7, forking the king and the rook. So knight to h6, defending c7 square. Bishop to g5, e4, attacking the queen. How should white continue? Moving the queen to a safe square comes to mind, but it is white to play and to play a killer move. Can you see the move? Bishop takes knight on f6. Black will surely accept the queen sacrifice. And now it is white to play and to give checkmate. The move is rook to d8, checkmate. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I also hope that you have learned a lot from this video. Keep using these traps and keep crushing your opponent. I wish you good luck with your chess and bye for now.